Welcome back to another exciting episode of Fandom Fights. We are knee-deep in the Fall Teams Tournament. It's very exciting. We have a good match for you. Today, it is the number 2 seed, Wookiee Mistake, going against tournament play-in winners. Anyone can cook. The number 15 seed. Obviously, Wookiee Mistake, been around a while. Challenged for the belt a couple times. Have never lost a tournament, fun fact. And actually began their run as the 16 seed in this tournament last year. So they're back again to make some waves as the number 2 seed. And Anyone Can Cook is a team that sort of was just thrown together, and I would say some magic has been made. It's made of 2 very good Fandom players who just missed out on winning their first match and was able to redeem themselves. Now they're in the tournament today. Cameron Holtzman is here with me on the desk. How you doing, Cameron?
Yeah, I'm doing good. This is going to be a good match. Like you said, Wookiee Mistake, been around for a while, have shown that they deserve to be here, have never lost a tournament. Anyone Can Cook, very new. We've only seen them twice, I think, up to this point. This is their 3rd match as a team. Obviously, like Joe, very strong in singles. Chen has been doing really well in singles. David, we haven't seen well in singles. And I have never heard of this Jack Pinchuk guy. I don't know who he is. So
very fair. I hear a lot of people hate his YLS takes, but that's all I know of him. But without further ado, let's enough from us. We'll let you hear from the teams and the promos right now.
This is a fun faction scrimmage we got today. We got Wookiee and Anyone Can Cook. We love Wookiee, and they are probably going to go very far on this side of the bracket. But today, we were asked to play in the Beat the Geeks match. They asked me if I could make a team, put you in. You played really good. You did a good job jumping in early. And then you won that second match that I didn't actually think we were going to get. And I'm very, very excited about that one. But it means we're here today against Wookiee, and that is not an ideal situation to be in. But the beauty is we just get to sit back, have fun, scrimmage these 2 guys who are very good. And at the end of the day, if we lose, if we win, holy shit. What are you guys thinking?
Well, like, honestly, it's kind of like a David and Goliath thing here where no one expects us really to win, but I haven't counted us out yet. And if we win, holy shit, we beat Goliath. But if we lose, they're number 2 seed for a reason. So, yeah.
You actually get to play your 15 seed match this year. I'm very excited about that one. So, yeah. Mayor's Make It Man. Let's play this thing.
I actually agree with everything Koho said. It's another tournament, guys. You're no stranger to these, so how do you feel?
I always have the chills of not having played in a while in Fandom, you know. I haven't played a singles match in a very long time, and the thing about winning the tournaments, it's usually that you don't play again until the next one, or at least that's how it has worked for us. So we have to wait a little before playing again, but I think Joe and I are ready. So let's do it.
Yeah, I feel very strong coming into this match. I think because David's got a very important, very big singles match coming up, and I think that prep will probably help us going into this tournament. All the out of tournament matches we've been seeing, the teams and the singles players are showing how high the quality is in this league. And when you're watching from the sidelines, you know what you've got to do, how you've got to prepare. And we know what it's like to be the David and Goliath situation. So we don't take anybody.
I do.
We don't take anybody lightly. And yeah, manners maketh man. Let's do this.
Cameron, a lot of biblical references going on. Could you break those down for us?
Yes, because weirdly, the match with the biblical references, I'm not filming from the church, but the matches where I have to ask about people being prostitutes and pimps, I do film from the church. Yeah.
Well, should be an exciting match. Without further ado, let's get into round number 1. Here's how round number 1 is going to work. You're going to get 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. You will get 15 seconds to write your answer down for each question. At the end of 15 seconds, I'll say pens down. You will reveal your answer and say it aloud. You will have, I already said the 15-second thing. I'm all over the place today, guys. It should be a fun time. You know how it works. you get all 10 questions right, you get a bonus question. You'll have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entire of the match. Any questions we get in round number 1? All right, and hit him with the first question, Cameron.
All right, your first question will come in the category of Pixar. What city on Earth does the film Soul take place in?
Also, I forgot to mention, for those watching, David has recently had some surgery on his arm, so while usually we are very, keep those hands up, we're gonna give David the benefit of the doubt today. Cameron, last time you tried to read that question, you said Pixar, and that's what happened. 5.
Yeah, the joys of living in a basement
3,
in Canada.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Matthew.
New York City.
Jack.
New York City.
Joe.
New York City.
And David.
New York.
New York City is correct. Points all around. I will give you your next question, which comes in the category of Phantom Oscars. Which DC film won Best Supporting Actor and Best Sound Editing? You ever been nominated for an Oscar?
No.
Yeah.
I've been nominated for the local high school version of the Tony Awards, though.
Okay. Cool.
I
Did you
got
win?
nominated for playing the seagull from The Little Mermaid.
Oh, that's great.
Which, if you don't believe that happened, look at the thumbnail for every match I'm in.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack.
The Dark Knight.
Joe.
Road to Perdition. Damn it.
David.
I said the history of violence.
Yeah.
And Matthew.
I said The Dark Knight.
Yeah, it is the Dark Knight.
Dark Knight is the correct answer. So anyone can cook will take a 2-point lead, 4-2. As we get to the third question, Cameron.
And your third question will
Went
come in the
too
category of fandom quotes. Which MCU actor said the quote, "This isn't some cute technology like the Iron Man suit. This could change the texture of reality"?
Is it like a Canada thing? Iran?
I think it's just that's how I say it. I don't know if it's a Canada thing. I think it's just a me thing.
Okay. I didn't mean to offend.
Iron. Because I assume you pronounce it iron.
Yeah. 5,
Yeah.
4,
That's not how it's spelled. It's
3,
IRON. Iron.
1. But throughout the entirety of the movie, that's how they pronounce it. Pens down. We'll go to Joe.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
David.
Michael Douglas.
Matthew.
I said Jake Gyllenhaal.
And Jack.
I said Guy Pearce.
One who is correct is David. Michael Douglas is the
Nice
correct
one, David.
answer. The Wookiee cuts into the lead there. It is now 4-3 as we get to the next question, which comes in the category of the worlds of DC. Which relative of Enchantress is killed by Diablo and GQ Edwards in Suicide Squad? I looked at the thing and I almost said, which MCU actor said the... I was like, wait a minute.
In the category of worlds of DC.
Movies inside the
point.
MCU.
We'll give them the points record by giving them the same question for every question.
They'll get it eventually. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with David.
Brother.
Matthew.
Brother.
Jack.
Her brother.
And Joe.
Brother, Incubus.
Brother is correct. Points of 20. Hit him with the next question, Cameron.
Absolutely. Your next question comes in the category of Disney animation. What type of animal is Mittens in Bolt?
Do you think this here studio, they're talking about getting into the live action filmmaking? You think that's a good idea? Or?
I would never, me personally, would never watch a live action film from the studio, let alone approximately 92 of them.
90-ish. Fair. Understandable.
More than once, including
4,
Artemis Fowl.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll get answers starting with Matthew.
Cat.
Jack.
She's a cat.
Joe.
I had the wrong character, hamster.
And David.
Cat.
Mittens is a cat. That is correct. Cook maintains the lead 8-6. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of YA dystopia. Name 2 of the 3 victors that are rescued from the Capitol at the end of the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. See, I feel bad because I was just making fun of you for Iron, and then I clearly just said dystopia.
Oh,
Well, obviously, it's like Victor Garber, Victor Frankenstein, and those are the 2. Those are the only 2 victors that have ever existed.
I was thinking more like tomato, but sure, that works. 5, 4, 3.
Well, you
2,
said name 2 of the 3 victors.
1.
That's 2 of them.
Hands down. We'll start with Jack.
I'm bad at spelling, but Joanna and Peta. Joanna and
Joe.
Katniss and Beatty.
David.
Peter and Joanna.
I had rescue.
And Matthew.
I said Peta and Joanna.
Peta and Joanna. Matthew spelled it
Sorry,
correctly.
David, I had rescue.
I was there. It took me a while to change.
Peta, Joanna, and Annie were the 3 acceptable answers. So Wookiee will get another point. Anyone can cook will get another 2 points. As we get to the next question, Cameron.
Which will come in the category of horror icons. What occasion is being celebrated on the cruise that gets crashed by Jason in Friday the 13th, Part 8? Jason Takes Manhattan.
We'll take a somewhat general answer.
You know, when I went to watch this movie, I was really hoping it would just be a remake of The Muppets Take Manhattan, but starring Jason Voorhees.
I'd be down.
And they're not even in Manhattan for half the movie.
Oh, no. Not at all.
more than
It's
Friday
very
the
strange.
13th, Part 8, Jason is
I
on a
remember
boat.
watching it being like, when is
in
he
New
going to
York
take...
for a
Yeah,
living.
he barely even takes Manhattan. He walks down like one street. Anyway, 5,
I mean, he kind of
4,
doesn't. He loses.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. He like roughs up some like thugs. I don't know. Anyway, we'll go to Joe.
New Year's?
David.
Homecoming party.
Matthew.
Graduation party.
And Jack.
I said high school graduation.
High school graduation party is the correct answer.
What's one of the 2?
Anyone can cook, widening their lead. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Marvel. Who directed X-Men Dark Phoenix? This movie's bad.
It's not. I don't think it's close to being the worst X-Men movie, though.
I do.
Really?
I think it's a 2-horse race, and those 2 horses are very close to each other.
I think it's a 3-horse race, and this is the 3rd
Nope.
horse.
I'm not sure about this one, Joe.
Nope.
I'm trying to figure out, because I assume one of the other 2 we have is the same.
4.
So do you think Apocalypse or Origins is good?
Both. 1, pens down. My other one is The Last Stand. Anyway, we'll start with David.
Is it? I probably put a composer, Michael Kamen.
Matthew.
I said Simon Kinberg.
Yeah.
Jack.
I was going between Simon Kinberg and Brett Ratner. I said Brett Ratner.
Director of the other one that I don't like. Joe.
Simon Kinberg.
Simon Kinberg is correct.
I knew the last name had a K.
Each team will get a point as we get to the penultimate question. Cameron.
Which will come in the category of Planet of the Apes. Who kills Koba in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
A gust of wind, just like
I was going to say, you were looking around like there was an ape ready to kill you. In the
it
back.
felt like a ghost just entered the room. If I'm being very honest, I've never had that experience, but I would imagine that's what it just felt like.
Yeah. I would say like I randomly get cold sometimes while I'm here, but I live in Canada, so it's not really random. It's just the country.
1, pens down. We will go to David.
Caesar?
Matthew.
I also said Caesar.
Jack.
Caesar.
And Joe.
Caesar.
Caesar is correct. Clean sweep.
Pretty sure. Paul.
Anyone can cook leads 15-10. There are no perfect rounds, correct?
No.
Okay. There are no perfect rounds as we get into the final question, which comes in the category of they did make them in Disney live action. They went forward with the idea.
First time hearing this.
Your question. Which Disney live action sequel features the locations Buckingham Palace, Mount Rushmore, and Ford's Theater?
Yeah. I don't know what to say. I like the film in question.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I like them all. All 92. There's not a
All
bad
92, from
not a
Artemis
bad one in
Fowl to the even far superior Shaggy Dog.
Correct. All fantastic.
Well, that's ruled out 2 of the 90.
None of them are sequels, Joe.
Yeah.
The question.
If they make Artemis Fowl.
Oh, that is Wookiee's first repeat. Question again. Which Disney live action sequel features the locations Buckingham Palace, Mount Rushmore, and Ford's Theater?
If they made Artemis Fowl too, I might consider retiring.
It's like
I don't think it's worth it at that point.
it's like set up for a sequel, right? I saw it once.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
Competitors, the answer is not Artemis Fowl. If you have that, you should have read. 5, 4,
Oh, wait.
3,
It's not a sequel? What?
2, 1. Pens down. We'll get answers starting with Matthew.
I said the Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement.
Jack.
National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets.
Joe.
National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets.
And David.
National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets.
National Treasure, Book of Secrets is correct. Wookiee cuts into the lead just a little bit at the end there, but anyone can cook comes out of round number 1 with the lead 16 to Wookiee mistakes 12. Is that what you have, Cameron?
That is what I have.
Great. Well, with that, we will move into round number 2. Here's how round number 2 is going to work. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel, lovely wheel, with 8 fandom categories as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each team will get a spin at the wheel. If you like what you spin the first time, you can keep it. If you don't, you can spin again, but you'll be forced to keep what you spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless, of course, you would like to check down to multiple choice, in which case they will only be worth 1. Everyone look out. There is stealing available. In round number 2, anyone can cook. I will give you your categories on the wheel, which are DreamWorks Animation, Pixar, Disney Animation, YA Dystopia, James Bond, Scores and Soundtracks, Star Wars, and Fandom Quotes. Anyone can cook. You are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
I guess again, you want to let them go first?
Yeah, like whatever. I'm good with whatever. I'm good with letting them go first if you guys are.
Yeah, so much.
Yeah, I'd say let's see if they can take something we don't want off the wheel. Let them go first.
All right.
Sounds good.
We'll bring in Tom as we get Wookiee mistakes first spin. It's on James Bond.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, right?
Still
Yeah,
close
we'll
game.
keep
I got this.
Yeah. This is what we needed, David. We needed this.
Yeah, I am going to put my hand down, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Just if you can avoid it, try not to like glance down at any point in time.
Okay.
Just so it looks a little bit above board.
Staring contest. Go.
All right. Real quick, I need to give Cameron these questions. All right. Wookiee Mistake has decided to keep James Bond. Cameron, would you please administer their questions in round number 2?
Absolutely. Your first question in the category of James Bond. In which Connery Bond film does Q give Bond a briefcase that, if opened improperly, dispenses tear gas?
David, do you want to take this one since...
It's From Russia with Love, right? From Russia with Love, final answer.
That is correct.
Yes, my boy.
Your second question. At the end of The Man with the Golden Gun, what type of transportation that belonged to Scaramanga do Bond and Goodnight take to get off the island?
It's a boat called a junk. Final answer.
Boat is correct for 2 points.
Now, if you want a specific kind of boat.
Next question. Who resuscitates Bond in his car after he was poisoned during the game in Casino Royale?
Vesper. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Wookiee takes the lead.
Who plays M in The World Is Not Enough?
Judi Dench. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your final question. In what type of location do Kara and Bond meet Cameron Shah, leader of the Mujahideen in The Living Daylights?
That's a military-based prison. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Great. Wookiee gets a clean sweep of James Bond, brings their total up to 22. To Anyone Can Cook 16. Is that what you have, Cameron?
All right.
Yes.
All right. Then we'll bring back in Mr. Koho, and we'll bring up the wheel for Anyone Can Cook. This is your first spin. Barely lands on Spinner's Choice.
You guys want to take Pixar?
So I think we go Pixar. That's
Yeah, I would say Pixar.
Yeah,
I would say this is a beautiful gift, and we need 10 points.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. We'll go Pixar.
You got this, guys.
All righty. I was going to offer to read the categories again, but fine. You know what? That's, whatever. All right. Anyone Can Cook. Are you prepared for your questions in the category of Pixar?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Your first question. In which Pixar film does the main character make a friend who spent the majority of the film cleaning up after them?
Wally, I think. Right? Because of the Mo who's like cleaning.
Yeah. That's right. I think.
Okay.
We'll go-
Wally, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. Your next question. Who escapes from the daycare room the first night at Sunnyside and crashes a meeting of the toys in charge in a vending machine in Toy Story 3?
Isn't that Buzz? I'm pretty
That
sure
would
it's
be
Buzz
Buzz.
Lightyear.
Buzz crashes
Yeah.
the vending machine. So
Yeah. Buzz Lightyear.
final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. Your third question. What type of animal does Merida's mother turn into in Brave?
It'd be a bear. Right?
Yeah, that's a bear. Bear. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points in a tie game.
Should have called it Mother Bear, but missed opportunity.
No, Cam.
Anyone Can Cook, your penultimate question. Who voices Mac in the Cars franchise?
Mac, I believe, is John Ratzenberger.
That sounds right. I cannot think of it off the top of my head, so I'll take your word for it. But if you want to go multiple choice to confirm, or if you're confident, go ahead.
John Ratzenberger, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points and the lead as we get
You're great,
to
Matthew.
the final question in Pixar. In The Incredibles 2, what superpower does the character Void have?
She can create portals.
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Create
Create
portals.
portals.
That is correct for 2 more points and a clean sweep of Pixar. So back-to-back clean sweeps have led us to Anyone Can Cook with 26 to Wookiee Mistakes 22. Is that what you have, Cameron?
That is what I have.
Great. And without further ado, we will move right along into round number 3. Here's how round number 3 is going to work. It is the betting round. You will get 5 more questions in random fandom categories. You will hear the category, and then you will bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points. You will have to alternate who takes it, so you get to choose who picks the 1 and 3. Then the other person will take the 2 and 4. And then on the 5th question, you can confer. Any questions as we get in round number 3? All right. Your first question will come in the category of DC. you have to choose who takes it and how much you're going to bet.
Jack, you want to take it?
Yeah, Jack.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'll take it.
Are you,
think I
thinking,
should
are you thinking Batman 89 or are you thinking Ratatouille?
I was thinking either Ratatouille or Jason Takes Manhattan, but I think
I
we'll
would
go
say
with
meet in the
Ratatouille.
middle. We'll do Ratatouille.
Sounds good.
I don't think we need to discuss this, Thomas.
No.
We know the situation we're in.
Seem to be good. So, looks like Joe and Jack will be taking it. So we'll get bets starting with Jack.
1.
And Joe?
2.
All right, your question in DC. In Constantine, what kind of creature is Gabriel, played by Tilda Swinton?
I wrote a 1 on my board before for anyone can cook before the things were even revealed because I heard Koho say, "Let's meet in the middle," and there's only one middle option.
Right.
Shut up, fam.
Fantastic point.
Great go.
Am I wrong?
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll get answers starting with Jack
Angel.
and Joe.
Angel, and I'm fairly sure he wrote Angle.
Does spelling count?
That's what we'll call a spelling error. It's still, you can pronounce
word.
Angel. So Angel is correct. So Cook will get 1 point. Wookiee Mistake will get 2 points. It is now 27-24 as we get to the next category, which is what? Cameron.
Comes in the category of Star Wars.
David, I don't think there's any discussion required here.
This is a category where I feel like I would go with Jason X.
Okay. If you're sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, yeah.
Okay.
Because we're up by okay, that works.
Okay. I would guess I would at least maybe do Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
Maybe. It's up to you. I'll let you go. I'm good.
All right. We will get bets starting with David.
2.
And Matthew.
0.
All right. Hit him with the question, Cameron.
Absolutely. Your question. Which Star Wars film features performances from Ray Park, Ahmed Best, and Keira Knightley?
So that must have been really hard because, like, to hold back, like, Gabriel, the angel Gabriel comment last time. It was difficult for me.
A lot of biblical stuff going on today.
Yeah.
You should have been in the church for this one.
Yeah, but there's kind of more important things going on in the church on Sunday morning than trivia matches. I'm not gonna say what it is, but
But Disney makes live action film. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Matthew, who bet 0.
Phantom Menace.
And David.
Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace is correct. So, Wookiee Mistake will gain 2 points. Anyone can cook at 0. It is now a 1-point game. Anyone can cook leads 27-26. As we get to the next question, on which you can choose who takes it, and it is, and look at that, they made live action films, Disney live action.
Which one of you two feels better about it? Thanks, David.
Yeah, in my guess.
Matthew, Jack.
Jack, you hit the 1 in round 1, so
That's true.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
I
take
say
it then.
Jack, take it. Let's go Endgame. Avengers Endgame.
So, Joe,
Yeah,
right?
I think we're in the situation we're in.
yeah.
Two questions.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Thomas? Go.
I'm thinking Lion King, honestly.
I agree.
Okay.
We appear good with the managers. And we'll get bets starting with Jack
2.
and Joe.
0.
All right. Your question in Disney live action. Saving Mr. Banks is a movie about the making of what film? Had a feeling there'd be some reactions when the question was heard.
I just appreciate that. I feel like after this match now, every match I'm in that I put Disney live action on the wheel, we're going to keep making the joke that these films don't exist.
No, you made live action movies?
I didn't.
Yeah.
It's not like I've gotten it, I think, in my past 3 or 4 matches. For sure, my last 2.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll get answers starting with Joe, who bet 0.
Mary Poppins.
And Jack.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins is correct. Anyone Can Cook will widen their lead. It is now 29 to 26. As we get to the penultimate question, which Matthew and David will have to take. What is the category, Cameron?
Category is Marvel, but like the non-MCU one.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm thinking we can go Mulan.
You sure?
I could also.
What do you feel better about Mulan?
I do feel better about Mulan. Yeah.
Okay, then do Mulan.
Okay.
If that's your gut, go for it.
Okay.
Do it.
Right.
We're good.
All right.
No choice.
You appear good. Okay. We'll get bets starting with Matthew
1.
and David.
2.
Let me just do some math.
If both teams hit, we do still have a game.
We still go. All right, cool. Hit him with the question, Cameron.
All right, your question in the category of Marvel. In Kingsman, the Secret Service, during the skydiving test, Merlin lies by introducing what twist to the test after they all have jumped?
Great, because this is like your faction. It's named after this movie. Yeah. Manners make it. That's from this.
There's one Kingsman question.
Yeah, the manners thing. That's from this movie that you guys say.
No way! I never connected those dots.
Yeah,
I thought Koho made that up. Honestly,
no. He got it from the movie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll get answers starting with David
One of the parachutes don't work.
and Matthew.
Yeah, I messed it. I just said only one parachute, and then I didn't. So.
I don't think we can accept that. We can accept David's. So Wookiee Mistake will gain 2 points. Anyone Can Cook will lose 2 points. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie
They only
game.
bet 1.
Oh,
Jesus.
All right. Let's see.
I think we bet 1 point.
Yeah, it was just 1 point.
One.
Yeah, it was a 3-point gap though.
That's 3 points.
Right. So now it's
We get 2, they lose 1, so it's tough.
right. We're good.
Yeah, we're tied 28-28.
Okay, cool. We are tied. Ladies and gentlemen, we are tied as we move into the final question, which the teams can concur on, and it will come in the category of James Bond.
Oh,
We'll start with
David, don't. Not yet.
We'll start with Wookiee Mistake since you are higher ranked.
No, I am not.
Which question would you like to take?
all right.
1 or 2?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay, so Anyone Can Cook, you will get question 1. Talk
We
about
have to
you.
bet 2, guys.
How many repeats?
I believe Wookiee has 2 left.
Anyone Can Cook has all 3.
Yeah. Anyone Cook has all 3. All right. We seem good. We will get bets starting with Anyone Can Cook
2.
and Wookiee Mistake.
2.
All right. Cameron, would you like to give Anyone Can Cook their question number 1?
Absolutely. Your question. In You Only Live Twice, while captured by Blofeld, Bond uses a small projectile weapon disguised as what to shoot a henchman and escape?
It's a cigarette. It is a cigarette.
Okay, I believe you. Yeah.
It's a cigarette. Final answer.
That is correct for a
Nice.
big 2 points.
All right. Jack Pinchuk possibly shocking the world just now, but we will move on to Wookiee Mistake's question.
Yeah.
Here's what happens. If Wookiee Mistake hits it, we're going to sudden death. If Wookiee Mistake misses, we will have a winner. Wookiee Mistake, your question, and James Bond. In The Spy Who Loved Me, Bond kills Amarsova's love in Austria using a gun disguised as what?
It's a ski pole. David.
Yeah.
Ski pole, final answer.
That is correct. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to sudden death.
You know that.
Here's how sudden death is going to work. We're basically going back to round number 1. We will go question by question. Each team will answer individually. We will go until one team takes a lead. At that point, the match will be over. The team in the lead will win the match. Any questions as we get into sudden death? Okay, teams, are we ready for sudden death? Anyone can cook. You have 3 repeats. Wookiee Mistake, you have 2.
Cool.
All right, your first question in sudden death. Which Middle-earth composer composed the score for A History of Violence? Would you say your history is on the whole violent, or?
Yes, but like more being perpetrated against me.
3, 2, 1.
I was
pens
not
down.
popular in high school.
We'll start with Matthew.
Howard Shore.
Jack.
Howard Shore.
Joe.
Howard Shore.
David.
I swear to God, if it was the other one, Howard Shore.
We have written Howard Shore. Duh. I mean, did you think it was Leonard Rosenman?
Yeah.
You. So Howard Shore is correct.
I only remember that because the film also has Viggo Mortensen in it, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's the connection.
So we are still tied. Cameron, would you take the next question? No need to read a category.
All right, your next question in sudden death. Which MCU film was the first to feature the Power Stone?
This is tense.
Yeah.
It's good. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
Last year, Wookiee Mistake had a match that went far into sudden death. Let's hope this one doesn't go as long.
Yeah.
No.
Curtain light part. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Joe.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
David.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
And Matthew.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy is correct. 2 more points apiece. And Wookiee Mistake just loves doing this to my blood pressure. For the next question. Yeah, Jack does this a lot too, actually. Your next question in sudden death. What city does Shazam take place in?
I believe you pronounced the title of the film wrong. You did not pronounce the exclamation point. It is Shazam!
So does that mean you get louder at the end of the word or like in the middle of it? Because a lot of people go Shazam, and then it's like Shazam.
No, you got to do like the standard iambic pentameter, unstressed stress. Shazam.
3, 2. All right, that is Anyone Can Cook's first repeat. The question again. What city does Shazam take place in? Was that better?
I believe so.
Good. Glad.
I believe it is also though mandatory for the pronunciation that you have to like do the chest out thing that he does in the middle of the air.
Oh, in the air there. Shazam. His like legs back. It looks a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. I remember it in the trailers and I'm like, that's like your hero shot. It looks kind of strange. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Joe.
Philadelphia.
David.
Philadelphia.
Matthew.
Philadelphia.
And Jack.
I didn't know. I said Metropolis.
And your winner, Wookiee Mistake. The correct answer was indeed Philadelphia. So after a barn burner, match of the year contender, easily, Wookiee Mistake comes out on top. Cameron, what are your initial thoughts?
Yeah, that was an insane match. I think going into it, a lot of people probably, especially with a 2 versus a 15, would have seen this as being a pretty clear-cut match. And then Anyone Can Cook was in the lead for the whole match, made that great on the last Bond question. It literally comes down to just that Kingsman question betraying the Kingsman.
Yeah. Maybe it's time for a name change. Who knows? But for right now, we will talk to our unfortunate losers today, though I think you guys may have made a bit of a name for yourself. That was insane. Gentlemen, I'm not going to lie. As a host, I try to be unbiased, but I saw round 3 come to a close, and I'm like, we're about to hit Bond. It looks like it's over. And then you shocked the world, and here we are in sudden death. And, sometimes you just get a question you don't know. That's how it goes. But you guys must be feeling at least a little good. I'm sure it must be a little bit of a heartbreaker to lose in sudden death like that. But it's kind of good.
No, this is I hate to say this is a moral victory because a moral victory doesn't go on our record. But I'll take the fall on this one for this one. I was thinking 0 on Marvel. I should have pushed you to bet 0 on Marvel. We would have won outright on sudden death. But other than that, this was a hell of a performance for this team. I'm so incredibly proud of these two. And I mean, 1 and 2 is not a beautiful record to start, but I think it's a record that we can bounce back from with more performances like this. Pushing Wookiee mistake 3 questions deep into sudden death is really, really strong. So Wookiee played very solid. These guys played really good. I'm very proud of Anyone Can Cook right now.
Great. Matthew, Jack, how you guys feeling?
Round 3 is always where I'm the worst at. I feel like I'm very.
Jack, I'm just glad your internet took till now to start laughing.
No, I feel good. I'm yeah. No, I feel pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. As soon as you said James Bond, I thought we were done. I'm not gonna lie to you. So no, but then I actually saw one of the movies and I shocked the world by being able to hit a James Bond question. So. And yeah, no, I'm excited. Matthew played really well. I'm glad to have him as a teammate. So yeah, can't wait for more matches.
Yeah, I think if anything was proven today, it's that these two complement each other really well. And I think that I'm very excited about these two. Matthew, you got anything you want to say?
No, this was great. I'm glad we were able to push them to their limit, and that's it.
Great. Awesome. Well, I also look forward to seeing you next time. We will definitely see you next season for sure. And it should be an exciting time. But for right now, we will go to our winners today. Wookiee mistake. As I said to the other team, I try to be unbiased. So I couldn't help sitting there as the match was going on thinking it would almost be poetic justice, given that a year ago you took out the number 1 team, the number 1 seeded team, the former champions, against all odds, and went on to win the tournament. So I was literally thinking, wow, how the roles have reversed. But you did what you do. You went to sudden death, and you came out on top. How you feeling about the win?
This can't be good for my surgery recovery. It can't be.
I said before that I said looking at the way things are going at the moment, I think there are many weak teams in Fandom. I think everyone's got their own strengths, and just basing on my own personal performance, I was very disappointed in my round 1, and I kind of feel like Anyone Can Cook. Maybe should be moving on from this tournament, but it came down to betting. We did get a little bit of luck because I should have bet 2 on Disney live action. I was very close to doing it. Wouldn't have gone to sudden death. But again, these are the decisions you make in the heat of the moment. You've got a few seconds to do it. They played very, very, very well and are a very formidable team. And we rode our luck despite maybe not playing at our best. But for the rest of the tournament, I think this is definitely a wake-up call for the both of us. And I don't think either of us will let this happen again.
Great.
Yeah, I think this was...
David, both of you.
Yeah, I think this was like a thing that I was kind of worried about when I said that we have huge gaps between when we play again after we lose a title match. And I think this time it got up to us. because that round one was not something that it was not in our usual, but still being able to come up with a win and in sudden death, it's whew.
I mean, y'all played great after round one, though. So, I mean, don't beat yourself up too bad. They played great. I mean, there's nothing for them to be down on themselves about. And just to Wookiee, guys, can y'all not do that sudden death stuff to me ever again? Like, this is like what, second time now, and it's like,
yeah. I was just thinking, if we go long, let's not lose because they are going to take our record. So just.
I was thinking that as well. Speaking of, the future, things like that. I don't know if anyone's speaking of the future, but that's my segue. You will be moving on to round number 2, and you'll be playing none other than, I believe we can announce it. It's been a couple of weeks since the match aired. You'll be playing this man to my left. This is my left. You're playing Lights, Camera, and Action, the number 7 seed in round number 2.
Another Kingsman.
How are you feeling about that? Try not to think of it as too awkward. He is sitting right here.
Hey, come on.
Another formidable team. It's another formidable team. And he's had the benefit of having a up close and personal view of how we've played today. So we'll definitely need to improve if we're going to come up against Lights, Camera, and Action. Because if we play like we did in round 1 today, then it's not good. It's not going to take very long for Lights, Camera, and Action to advance.
Yep.
Great.
Well, I mean, Kingsman versus Kingsman kind of sucks because one has to be eliminated, but the matches are always more light-hearted unless you go to sudden death because then just like.
Very true. Well, we'll see. We'll see you all in round 2. Hopefully, avoiding sudden death. But you never know. It's kind of exciting for that time. We'll see you then. Congratulations on the win today, Cameron. How's your heart rate? How's your blood pressure? We doing good?
It went down for a little bit when sudden death ended, and then you were like, "Hey, yeah, Wookiee Mistake plays Lights, Camera, and Action in the next round," and I was like, shit."
True.
Yeah. No, this was insane. Final score 36-35.
Yeah. Those title match level scores.
Yeah.
So. Gentlemen, great match. Thank you to everyone involved. Thank you to Cameron on the desk. Thank you to all of you for watching and enjoying. The tournament rages on, so check out all the matches. Should be exciting. But we'll see you next time in another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.